Hello and good evening. My name is Dana Marrero. A few weeks after taking placement tests, I got a letter from Rainier Scholars. It said that I was accepted into the program. I couldn't believe it. When I was taking the test, I was like, oh my God, Dana, you have no chance at getting into this program. I went running around my house and screaming my lungs out. I was so happy, but sadly, this moment of joy that I really loved did not last long. A couple of weeks later, I walked into a school I had absolutely never seen before, the Bush School, for the academic phase of Rainier Scholars. My head was held down. I was looking at my shoes. I knew no one. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was blank. I had so many questions in my head, but all the answers were, I have no idea. I felt out of place and that I didn't belong here. I came home the first day with a binder that started out this big, about like this big. It was packed with homework and I was exhausted. I said to myself, Dana, what in the world have you gotten yourself into now? Those few first weeks of the first summer of Rainier Scholars were probably some of the hardest weeks of my whole entire life. I developed a schedule of go to school, come home so angry, take it out on whoever I saw, my cat, my mom, the fridge, anything. And then I would just end up bursting into tears. And then I would have a little snack to eat, and then do some homework. And then I cried again. And then I did more homework, but I was still crying while I was doing my homework. I felt like I was going through torture, and that everywhere I turned, there was another big old stack of homework waiting for me to be done. And I knew that this was not a natural thing kids go through while growing up. But I had to keep on going and finish what I started. After telling this to myself a million times, I landed here today, giving you the speech. But you see, today isn't just any ordinary day. It is today that a new chapter starts in not only my life, but also everyone else's still in Cohort VI. Although it is the same journey that we started 12 or 13 years ago when we popped into this world, the journey of life. We are far from done with our journey, but we have finally finished taking the first few steps of the long staircase ahead of us with the help of Rainier Scholars. Thank God. These first few steps with Rainier Scholars were not just a challenge. Well, I kind of want to say torture, but still might be a chance of getting kicked out, so. But it was an opportunity. We learned so many new things. But it wasn't just academics, even though we spent 2 summers and 1 school year going to an extra school that also gave us homework. But we also had fun along the way, so it was worth it. But besides that fact, the fact of going to school for 14 months, but besides that fact, even though it's just really hard to ignore from my point of view, our journey was really about getting to where we really belong, where we could really make a difference in this world. We now know more about actually who we really are and what we can achieve. The Rainier Scholar staff did anything, and when I say anything, I actually mean anything, if they knew that it would help us succeed. They were so committed and dedicated to helping us succeed that I don't even consider them family anymore. No, I don't even consider them staff, deans, or just advisors anymore. Like what Ms. Johnson said, I consider them family. They're part of my family. from trying to get through the door with Connor, to learning about stocks in math with Miss Tomlin, and learning a rap with Miss Johnson. They did everything possible if they knew that it would help us make the right decisions in the future and to help us do better and succeed. Rainier Scholars has pushed us to see what we can do so that we not only have a chance at acquiring or obtaining bright futures, but becoming leaders as well. This journey I took with Rainier Scholars really changed me and made me push myself. But I can't give myself all the credit. That would be wrong. Most of the reason why I'm here today is because of all these students sitting in front of me, the rest of Cohort VI, my family, and the whole Rainier Scholars community. All the support I got is unbelievable. It's unmeasurable. The whole Rainier Scholars community stuck together as a team, even when it meant going back and picking someone up when they fell. And they did this, even if they knew, even if it meant risking or losing something they had worked so hard for. We're all here today because we never gave up. We worked even at the hardest points in our lives, actually, and that is perseverance. And perseverance is one of the main components of a true Rainier Scholar. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. The bond we have formed here is so strong. It's unbreakable. And of course, we all have to say thank you to Bob for founding this program. He really believed that there were kids out there like us that could really succeed and do this without even knowing them. This also reminds me of a question that stumped practically everyone in Cohort VI. What is a Rainier Scholar? Yes, what is a Rainier Scholar? Now I realize, even though it's a little too late, sorry Mr. Little, I realized that to find the answer to this question, all we really had to do was look inside of ourselves and ask ourselves, who are we? You can't find the answer to this question in a textbook, in an encyclopedia, or even Romeo and Juliet. You can only find it within yourself. Also, no one has the same answer. We're all different. And everyone's answer is all right, it's okay, it's right, just as long as you truly look inside of yourself and you're honest with yourselves of who you really are. I have gained so much knowledge here going through the academic phase that I'm starting to think why the reason I'm not growing taller is because my head is growing 10 times faster. See, that's the physical challenge of Rainier Scholars. But short or tall, I will carry all this knowledge with me everywhere I go, and I will represent Rainier Scholars with pride. Because this experience and all the people here have changed me and my life. Everyone here has become a part of me. And that's something I can't change, but I don't want to change it. It's part of me. Rainier Scholars will stick with us forever. Today in my social studies class at Lakeside, we were discussing about who we think writes history. After a few of my classmates said their opinions, what they think, I said my opinion. And I said that whoever has power writes history and can even make it. With all the knowledge Cohort VI has gained from Rainier Scholars, we have the power to do so. So today, at the end of this celebration, I will walk out of this building with my head held high, because I have overcome my fears and survived the very first few steps of this journey and made the foundation for my life. And we will all be on our way to making history. Thank you.